taking on the Denver Broncos.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing the game, and, of course, the overall toughness. You can't run the football the way that he does without being a guy who's willing to take a hit.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 87 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
3rd and
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the 1st round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now
Ben on third and long. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon.
Number 25.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 39.
To throw, Kaepernick. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
To throw, Kaepernick. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
Here's Gordon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
At the 26.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
Broncos first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
The tackle made by
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but there, first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
He was brought down by
a check on the numbers last week for Connor. 14 carries, 55 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success. And we see expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
For a Pittsburgh Steelers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
The 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 21.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and they'll get him down right about the 20. The tackle made by Todd Davis. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misses.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Kaepernick's pass complete to Nick.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they...
Hit one and be so.
I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. These players are on the last year of their contract. This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what...
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then,
you have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
oh.
You have a big decision here to make about one of your players. Your player is now ready. There is a high chance of re-injury if you play him.
Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah. It's cool. Don't play with it, baby. What you gonna do? Stop playing with me. Nah. If you gonna do it, you don't play with it. Exactly. Cause you're not built like that.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down. me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last.
It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
The numbers in last week's game for Hooper: 5 catches, 55 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tackle made by Mike Hilton. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Browns.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, and to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mayfield's pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. doesn't put them in bad situations.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner.
Number 30, James.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 19 carries, 73 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Browns.
Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mayfield off the play fake. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brought down at the
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Browns.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner.
James Conner on the carry.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, again to Conner. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Michael Kendrick.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The first carry down for Benny Snell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Wilson.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ebron's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Browns.
Mayfield down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Junior. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and a couple. Roethlisberger completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Cutter on 1st down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The stop made.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 11-yard line.
Now it's Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. 11 yards there. 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Browns.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this will be incomplete.
Bill's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Yards to
into the air again with Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The handoff to Nick Chubb.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the 22, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's
Mayfield's pass.
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
6-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
20. Steelers.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Conner.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
At the 39-yard line.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
46-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Coverage by Andrew Sendejo.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. And Roethlisberger, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, open man is Higgins. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick first down as well.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Todd Gurley has a touchdown run. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Miles Sanders with a touchdown run. In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's another Pittsburgh.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10 is counter. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Hands to James.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line
By Myles Garrett.
Here's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 24, Browns 20.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Mayfield.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 41.
And again, it's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Pass complete to
Jarvis Landry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Ryan Switzer on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We all look out the home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A run for Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The handoff to Nick
11 more on that one, and another first down.
The 12-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Now Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Connor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete to Deontay Johnson.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short on the first down.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Here's Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the 35.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive with Connor. And they'll get him down up past across the 15-yard line.
James Conner.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Delpit on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
James Washington.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He would call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
20-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point conversion is no good.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 32-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Chubb, the ball carrier. The tackle.
The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Chubb, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He's brought down at the 37.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Connor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
10 more.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
No good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Johnson now returning. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
They go play action. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Browns on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Switzer now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Conner, the ball carrier.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good from 52 yards away. He gets it to go. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner.